Hey, Alicia Meeks. Hey, Bama. Hey, Jeff. Hey, Crack. Get so excited. Thank you. Can you guys hear me? I think Sean fixed the audio, but hey, Haley. What is going on, everybody? Hey, young Mike. There's a lot of new people here right now because I don't know a lot of these people. Hey, Sammy. So, hey, Krista. Hey, crazy sexy hair. I like that name. I'm always a replay girl. All right. Hey, Shar. Hey, GTA and Opinions. How is everybody? Hey, Bama. Hey, April. Hey, Lisa. I didn't see you up there. Christina said, I was waiting on you to go on. Yes. I actually uploaded the video about pumpkin. It's up for my Patreon members right now, but it's going to be swapped to everybody in just a little bit. TP fans, I'm always in the background. Well, hey, hello, hi. Alicia Meeks, I'm a new girl. Have you been around at all because your name Meeks? There used to be an account called Meeks. So are you that person or you no? So I wanted to go live and just kind of chit chat. T-Spiracy done a live earlier and she had Steve McCray on. And I was listening. I was trying to listen to it, but for the most part, I was just kind of reading the chat. And who watched that? Don't worry, be happy. Your makeup is on point. Thank you. So I have a fake tan right now. I used, okay, so I'm going to go ahead and state this for anybody that watches on replay. This is just kind of like a hangout. My live streams are way more chill, hangout, not really professional. Like I talk to the chat. So if you watch on replay, and you're like, this ain't for me, I understand that. If you feel the need to tell me that, okay. My video, the live stream that we done the other night, where when I got on, I realized I didn't have any lip gloss or anything on, and my lips were just really bland because like I had like some makeup around it or whatever. So I was like, oh, I got to get my chapstick. There was like 2 comments about people like, oh my God, the chapstick, the lipstick. We didn't come here to watch your lipstick. And then there was a few other comments about how long the live stream was. These live streams are more because I enjoy the live streams more than my pre-recorded videos because I get to interact with you guys. Thank you so much, Triple VME. Thank you for the super sticker. I appreciate that so much. Shar says, Elle Bee has the best lives in my humble opinion. I agree. I agree with you, Shar. But these live streams, I do because it's my way to interact with the viewers. They may not, for some people, they may not be for some people to watch on a replay. I know a lot of my people watch the replay as they're, cleaning their house, as they're in the car going somewhere. Because my live streams are long because I get on a live and I talk and I chit chat until I'm tired. And I'm like, okay, I got to cut it off now. Sometimes they're 2 hours, sometimes they're 4 hours. So that's just kind of the way that it is. If you see that I done a 4-hour live stream and you don't agree with it, don't worry. I'm always going to do my reality TV pre-recorded videos. Those will always be there. Last night was a season finale. Just curious, are you going to be talking about Teen Mom? Last night was a season finale, but I hadn't seen any videos about them in a minute and wanted to see what you thought about it. I have not watched the season finale yet. I actually thought earlier, like maybe I'll sit down and watch Teen Mom tonight, but I'm probably going to do it after the live stream. I did see last week's episode where Chris got in the vehicle with Kale. And he was like, F. And I thought, wow, that was really strange. TP fans, support you. Love you from Massachusetts. Thank you so much. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you. That is awesome. Thank you. Hey, Katie. So yeah, if you are coming back on replay and you see that this live stream is long, or you see that it doesn't seem professional because I'm reading a lot of comments, that is what we do here on my live streams. And that's because this is what I enjoy. Yes, I do enjoy making the pre-recorded videos that just gives you guys the information of what's going on, in Mama June's world or Jersey Shore people's world or Teen Mom's world. I do enjoy that. But I really enjoy this. So I like to do it as often as I can. And I'm not going to be like, it's been an hour and nobody's going to want to listen to a stream over an hour. So I'm getting off. I do it until I get tired, until I want to, so love seeing you break it down in a real way, Jody. Thank you so much. Thank you. Love your streams. You're amazing. Thank you guys so much. I just noticed, on my stream the other night, I got a lot of not a lot, but more than normal. And, it could be because the topic, I actually had a lot of people in the chat that night that was kind of like coming hard for me. I was saying, I like that you do these kind of lives. They are laid back. Yeah, I love these lives. Have you seen anything about Angelina lately? So I'm not caught up on Jersey Shore. I need to get caught up on Jersey Shore. But I have heard that Angelina has filed for a divorce from Chris. Back in January, she filed for a divorce, and that they're not living together. So that's all. And I did hear that Pumpkin had her baby. I actually recorded a video, and I have it uploaded. But right now, it's only uploaded for members, channel members, Patreon members. And in about an hour or so, I will swap it to everyone. That's something else that somebody may say, like, oh, so I don't get to see your videos if I'm not a member, if I'm not paying you. No, everyone gets to see my videos. But one of the perks of being a channel member or a Patreon member is my videos go out to them first for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, and then I swap it to everyone. There's only been a few times where I've only done, where I've talked about a certain situation on a Patreon. When I first talked about my arrest, I think that was first on a Patreon channel member stream. And when I first talked about the situations between me and my ex-mods, that was on my Patreon. And just because I really didn't feel comfortable doing it out where everyone could see at the time. So I don't hide behind a paywall. Any information, any video that I do, it will go up to them first because that is a perk. And a lot of YouTubers do that. A lot of YouTubers have perks to where their members get certain things first. So I'm not doing anything any different from anyone else. It's not that, oh, if I don't pay you, I don't get to see your content anymore. You absolutely get to see your content. So get to see my content. What do you think about Pauly D's girlfriend, Nikki? I think she's really fun. I do too. So when Nikki first came about and she was on Looking for Love or Double Shot of Love, I didn't really like her at first because I thought she's super jealous. There's no way she's going to be okay with Pauly's lifestyle, being that jealous. So I actually didn't like her, but after they broke up and got back together, I actually really like her. I don't know if that was like an act the way she was before, or if she changed. Hold on. Sorry, my son's texting me. Tia, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, and I feel bad for your family right now with KJ dragging your sister into this nasty stuff. Thank you, Tia. Has she said anything about my sister lately? I mean, I know she had before. I don't know if she said anything about her lately. If she has, it would not shock me. I thought Nikki was a B at first, but now she seems super chill. Yes. If she said anything about Flossie lately, I mean, it wouldn't shock me, but it would definitely tick me off because Flossie doesn't say anything. Like Flossie, she comes on my channel every once in a while, like in the chat, but she kind of leaves everything alone. When she was on Kay's stream. Oh, Oh, thank you. That Amber Chick, all the work you do, you should be paid. There's nothing wrong with that. I appreciate all that you do. Thank you so much. Thank you all for the super chats and the super stickers. They are great. I was gonna say they're highly recommended. I meant greatly appreciated, but they're highly recommended too if you want to. How do I become a member? So I have a link. Let me see if I can find the link. Let me see. How is Flossie? Flossie is doing good. She works. And I asked her the other day when I was live, she was in the chat. Because people were asking, like, do you think she would ever come back? And I was like, hey, so Flossie, do you think you'll ever come back? And she was like, I don't know, maybe so. But you guys, the only time that Flossie has come back on my channel since all that was when the Joe situation happened, and Flossie came on to talk about that. But the situation that happened with Flossie, and after Abram passed away, that was a lot. And it really upset her husband for things to play out the way that it did. So, Flossie will come back if she wants to. She's always welcome. She knows that. But I don't know. I'm going to try to find the link to my channel membership. All right, here's the link to my channel membership. Let me see if I can. I just need the link. Where's the link to my channel member? Hey, Ashley, what all mods I have in here? I think Ashley or Nat B. Do one of y'all have the link for the channel membership? Does anybody have that? I need to, let me see. No, these are just, okay, let me see. Yeah, Jeff, he is. I can't copy via my phone. I got into Siesta Key after watching your recaps this summer, but Love After Lockup is probably still my favorite. I love Siesta Key and I love Love After Lockup. Both of those are, both of those, I love those shows. And I just started Love After Lockup. He went in her house this episode. He went in her house. Chris did. They don't make it easy to join channels for phones. I have no idea why. I don't know. I have the link, but when I try to click on it on my phone, there's a Patreon link. When I try to click on the link, it tries to take me there rather than giving me the option to copy it. So let me see. Please read my comment. Okay. TP fan, where are you? Where you type a comment? Why was I thinking Daddy was Flossie? Oops, I'm sorry. Definitely not. Definitely not. Daddy and Flossie, two different people. I can't get it copied for some reason. Yeah, I know. I'm having trouble too. TP, where's your other? Says join. Okay, so if you're on a phone, let me see. If you're on a phone, it may say it. Leslie, to join, you just have to click the link. Have to click the dollar sign. I thought that was to send a super chat. Let me see. I want to see if I can. TP fan 77 just become a member. So TP fan figured it out. I don't know why I said he. You're a Tom Petty fan. Are you a he? Or she? I don't know. Or maybe you're a they, them. Okay. Thank you, TP fan, for becoming a member. So TP fan definitely figured it out. How did you do that? Are you on a phone or like a I just joined. $sign and hit join. Okay. $sign and then hit join. Okay. $sign. Super. Well, mine says something else. Bottom right click, $sign. For an iPhone, it doesn't give us that option though. It just says super sticker, super chat, or close. Huh. Exit out of live chat to join. So I guess you could exit out of live chat and then click on the description. Okay. I know you can do this. So if you're in the live chat, okay, you have the live chat up. You guys can't see it. But if you hit the X button and you go to the little drop arrow over here under my chat, it'll give the description, like my description where I say this video is for entertaining purposes only, blah, 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 blah. The first line in there, it says to become a member of this channel, click the link below, and that's the link. But for some reason, it's not letting me copy it and paste it. Let me see if I can try again. I'm just going to go to it. Copy, and let me see if this will work. Thank you, Kimberly, for becoming a member. Thank you so much. Okay, I think I got it. Oh, Nat posted it. Okay, thank you, Nat. Welcome to the crap show. I like that. Okay. So, yeah. Welcome, Kimberly. Welcome, TP. Tom Petty fan. I like Tom Petty too. Christina, I have seen some of it. I have seen some of the drama between John Yates and Sherelle. Let me be clear. The last time I talked about when they were having drama, the last time I talked about that, John struck my channel. So, and I don't have a problem with John. Me and John made amends. We made amends. So I don't have a problem with John. But I've learned, like, I'm not picking sides with anything when it comes to that. But it is a mess. I really thought I ended up reenacting the infamous fight between Jenny and Angelina from last season at a funeral reception because someone who drives me nuts was getting on my nerves. Oh my God. At a funeral reception? Oh my goodness. Yeah, on Twitter there is Ashley said, FYI, my opinions do not reflect this channel. Ashley is a moderator, but she's letting it be known that her opinions do not reflect this channel. Yeah, I think it's important to say that because I've come to realize that when you have friends and like if I'm friends with my moderators, if I do something, it's we all done it. If one of my moderators do something, it's like, oh, that was Elle Bee's people that done that. Elle Bee must be behind it. So I think it's good to put that out there. My opinions are mine and they do not reflect the channel. Oh, yeah. Don't recommend bringing a first date to a funeral. If I join a membership, how do I get a badge? You automatically get a badge if you join. Just like when they joined, when they joined, they automatically got that badge. Yes, I was Jenny in the fight, and she was Angelina in the fight. Ooh. So I saw the clip where it was on Twitter where Sherelle and Perry, they were just flipping John off, flipping them off, and John was yelling for them to post something, post the proof that I said XYZ or whatever. And Sherelle was like, "Are you seriously going to tell me you didn't say that?" And John was like, "Yeah, I didn't say that." Or no, Sherelle was like, "Are you going to look me in my face and tell me you didn't say that?" And John was like, "I can't even see your face." And so she like moved to the camera. She's like, "Are you seriously going to look me in my face?" And he's like, "Yeah, I didn't say it." I don't know what she was saying that he said, but it was something that was said in a text message or something. I don't know. It was crazy. I don't know how this started really. I mean, I have a little bit of backstory. So Sherelle and John, they've been friends on and off for a while now. But John has been friends with Monica. Is it Monica or Mosey? Newsy? What? Hold on, one of them. Okay, so John has been friends with someone else for a long time. He said, because I watched a piece of his live where he said, I've been friends with her longer than anyone else. And whoever this person is and Sherelle don't get along. And Sherelle is friends with Moosey, Nosy. In the ER, you are blessing us. Everything is going slow. Oh, I'm glad. I hate going to the ER, though. Nosy's channel. World went to Nosy's channel. Okay. Monica from All About That Tea. Hopefully we can keep you entertained while you're waiting. I hope everything's okay, Scorpio. She recommended a channel to watch, and I went to that live for a second. That channel was offering $2,500 for Monica's face stocks. Who done that? Who recommended the channel? Oh. Well, that's well, that's wild. That is wild. Nosy. Wait. Am I pronouncing this right? Nosy ho? Nosy ho? Okay. Sherelle recommended it was Nosy's channel. They have been on a witch hunt trying to find out who Monica is. Nosy's channel, she is cussing up a storm left and right and is always flaunting that she has this money. Oh, okay. Okay, Crazy Sexy Hair. You become a member and it's not giving you your badge. All right, hold on. I'm trying to see if I've got the alert that you become a member. I haven't gotten the alert that you become a member. Did anybody else see the alert for Crazy Sexy Hair? All right, let me see. Okay, there's TP Fan, that alert. And then we had Megan's alert. Thank you, Megan. And then who else do we have? We had Kimberly. Thank you, Kimberly. And then I'm not seeing. That's the only. That's weird. Maybe oh, okay. Tia said it takes a few minutes to kick in. Wait, you're Megan? Hold on, because we did get one from Megan. Are you on two different accounts? Are you on a Megan account? Because there is a Megan account that got an alert. So here's the Megan O'Shields. Did you change your name or are you Megan O'Shields? It does cost to be a member, but I think it's like you can join for like $1.99 or something. I don't know how. Okay, yes, I did it from my iPad, but I'm on my phone now. So that's two separate accounts then. So on your iPad, your YouTube channel is under Megan O'Shields. On your phone, you're under Crazy Sexy Hair. No, you're fine. You're not interrupting it. We talk about whatever. Okay, can you do me a favor and can you jump back on your iPad for a second and type something in the comment section to see what happens? Just to see if when you type from your iPad, if it pops up Megan O'Shields with a little sign, with a badge. Anna, because my daughter's surgery was unexpected. Otherwise, I wouldn't miss a lot. Anna, how is your daughter? I'm sorry to hear that. Someone posted Johnny Yates' Addie, and he went online saying that if anything happened, to go after those people who say he needs to be in the grave. The person who put his address out, he asked that Cody was safe. Crazy sexy hair. Okay, so did you go on the you went back on your iPad? I'm very confused by this because it's showing two different names. That's very weird. Okay, sign into the account on the device you're using now. She obviously has a reason for not showing her identity, although today there was another stream confirming they had figured out who she is. This is not the first one, by the way. This is weird because it seems like you have two different accounts. We have a mystery on our hands. I know. Because it said you become a member under the Megan account. Miss you, Elle Bee. She is okay now. Her spleen. Oh, my goodness. That is scary. I'm glad that she's better. I bet that was very painful. But then John posted his own docs on his Instagram. It took me to Google to sign up. But don't worry, Megan. People get the videos, first, like my members, but everybody else gets to see them. I'll do little things here and there, but just watching and hanging out is just as fun. And I appreciate that. She's 16 years old, so tough. Yeah. Oh my goodness. That's scary. Now, my sister's son, it's something that you can take out. Tanya, hey, Elle Bee, I love your lives. Good night. I will watch the rest tomorrow while working. Sounds good, Tanya. Sounds good. Welcome back, Shar. So Flossie's son, he had an infection in his appendix. Yes, and it was leaking. And it leaked out into his stomach, and his stomach had swollen, and it was a mess. I don't know how they get away with openly trying to dox her on a public platform and hire in private. That is weird to say that. I would be kind of freaked out if I heard someone say that they hired a private investigator to find out, my information. That would kind of weird me out. You know what I'm saying? I will contact them. Yeah, crazy sexy hair. That's weird to me because it's seeming like, from my end, from what it's kind of showing me, that you have a Megan account and you have a crazy sexy hair account. But you're saying it's like the same account, right? Hey, Caitlin. And my appendix actually did rupture when I was 17. Yeah, that's scary. I know that's very, it's very painful. Yeah, I'm very confused by the John Yates and Sherelle situation because it was like they were friends again and now they're not. And it's just like, what is going on here? What is going on here? That's true, righty, Mom. No clean hands across the board. I'm honestly kind of blown away how real life situations go in this YouTube community. You know what? Let me see if it's in here. No. The other night I bought some cosmic brownies and I ate one and now I can't find the box of them. Really strange. Hey, Kimberly. Crazy sexy hair. I'm going to try to figure that out because that's got me stumped. I'm kind of confused on how that happened. I don't know what I just done, but I done something over here. I pinned something. I don't know if it's going to Where was their brownie? Yeah, because I only ate one. I ate one the night of. Oh, what just happened? Let me see how that shows up. It says I pinned my merchandise. I want to see how it looks because I've never done that before. Oh, there it is. Elle Bee is showcasing their merchandise. Okay. Let me see. That looks cool. I've never done that before. It's cosmic brownies. I think the kids must have done something with it because they disappeared. So it just disappeared. Yeah, I'm going to look into that to see because I've never seen that. I'm a really big fan of cosmic brownies. And I bought a box the other day and they disappeared. Yep, socks came up on my screen. That's some of my merchandise, the tie-dye socks. They're really cute. I went through this like tie-dye. If you guys watch, I'm sure you guys probably notice it, but if you watch my videos a lot, I actually do have a lot of tie-dye shirts and it kind of blends in with my background. I should do that. No one would ever find them there. Yes, Anna. I have several like tie-dye. I have like a tie-dye pillow. I have a pillow that says the snuggle is real. I have tie-dye blankets. I have tie-dye socks. The other night when you were talking about cosmic brownies, I was thinking weed brownies. No, Nancy, no. No weed brownies. I don't know if that's legal in Louisiana. I love tie-dye. I do too. Here's the blanket. They actually have a cosmic brownie cereal as well that I haven't eaten. I haven't tried it, but I think I'm going to. I was actually trying to not eat a lot of sugary stuff, and I was actually trying to go on somewhat of a diet, but yeah, Kiki Ray. I'll show you. Cosmic brownie cereal, 100%. Cosmic brownie. Watch this. See that? Cosmic brownie cereal. So these are the cosmic brownies that I like. Here's the cereal. I haven't tried it yet just because I was really trying to stop eating so much sugar. But yeah, you have celiac. TP fan, my daughter has celiac. My daughter is 4 and she has celiac. I have a question. Before you knew that you had celiac, so my daughter gets sick like every 6 months or so. And for a while hey Cece, for a while we thought they were celiac attacks, but now I don't know because like we try to be really cautious on what she eats and it seems like it doesn't matter. She still has these attacks where she gets really sick. It starts with her becoming lethargic. She'll get very tired. And then she'll start throwing up like nonstop. Like if she eats a piece of ice, she will throw it up. She can't drink, eat, nothing. And it'll last for about 5-6 days where she just lays in bed all day and only gets up to go throw up. And she used to get put in the hospital for it and they would say she got the stomach flu or it's a celiac attack. But I don't know. I just, I don't know. I don't know. Have you ever had anything like that happen to you? Watching MacBook and YouTube on here. Hey, Jubes. If I had chocolate by the time I find it or remember I have it, it's become nasty light brown color. Poor Ashley. My sister has celiac. Yeah, Kennedy was diagnosed with celiac like 2 years ago, maybe. And then she has other food allergies as well. So happy to see you. Is your face better? It's so weird. Okay, so when I got off my stream last night, I washed my face, and it was still really red. Yeah, Ashley, there's tests they can do for celiac to prove that they have it. Is that what you're asking? It's blood tests to prove that they have it. Baby girl ruptured her spleen. That is, oh my goodness, that's scary. So when we started saying like she has stomach issues a lot, she gets sick a lot, so they done a lot of blood work on her, and they found out that she had celiac, and then they sent her to an allergy doctor. And so when we got to the allergy doctor, he done the test on her back where he poked her like with 30 different needles. And as a person with several, once you get it, you're at higher risk to develop more. Yeah. Sounds like a flare. When my Crohn's disease flares up, I throw up everywhere. Bless her. Wish her stomach issues. Yeah. So when she went to the allergy doctor and they poked her the 30 times, it come back that she was allergic to pork, beef, squash, and sunflower oil. Are you? See, I'm not. See, at first, you know, when I first started having these, so when I got my makeup off, it was red underneath still. I washed my face really good. The only thing I put on was the medicine that I got from the doctor when I went last time for my face swelling up. I put that on, and then everywhere else, I put my regular moisturizer. I went to bed. I woke up, and when I woke up, my face looked a lot better. She may have another stomach issue like IBS. I have IBS. See, literally, like every 6 months, almost on the dot, she gets sick. And it starts off because Kennedy is a go, 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 go. She don't stop. So we can tell when she's about to get sick because she'll just want to lay around. I just found out I have asthma too. I found out last week, but the doctor just called and confirmed it with me today and called my medicine in today. So I have an albuterol pump to take as needed. And then I have this other pump that I have to take twice a day, 2 pumps twice a day. So the way that it'll start is she'll just be tired. She'll be lethargic and she'll just want to lay in bed. And then, she'll start throwing up and she can't eat or drink anything. She'll actually lose weight during these 5 or 6 days. She loses weight. It becomes blue or purplish under her eyes. And she will not get out of bed unless it's to go to the toilet to throw up. A lot of times we'll bring like a trash can or something in there to her because we know she's like so lethargic. Like to get up is even hard for her. But she will if there's nothing in there. World Puzzler Specialist, thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate that. I'm curious for all the Americans with asthma, how much are the puffers there? Here in Canada, mine is like $100, but with my benefits, they're a bit cheaper. So my doctor called me and told me, and by time, like I didn't get to go get mine before the pharmacy was about to close. So I'm going to go get mine tomorrow. But my daughter has asthma and insurance covers hers, I think. It's an albuterol inhaler. I think I have gastroparesis and had a bad stomach every once in a while. I feel really bad. I have to have my esophagus stretched because my narrows and everything gets stuck. Any kind of allergy or stomach issues suck. I feel huge compassion for her. Yeah. See, this is honestly, because all this time we've been like, we've been thinking, this is her celiac causing her to throw up all the time. But then I was like, even like we're trying so hard to make sure she doesn't eat anything that she's not supposed to, and she's still getting sick. So at first we thought, well, she's dabbing here and there in foods that she's not supposed to have because she is 4. We have a pantry. She'll get in there and she'll eat stuff. So we've been like extra cautious to make sure she don't eat anything that she shouldn't have. So we're like, how is she having a buildup if she's not even eating anything with celiac in it? So I started trying to figure out like what would be causing her to get sick, and this is what I came across. Cyclic vomiting syndrome is characterized by episodes of severe vomiting that have no apparent cause. Episodes can last for hours or days and alternate with symptom-free periods. Episodes are similar, meaning that they tend to start around the same time of day and last the same length of time and occur with the same symptoms and intensity, which is hers. They do. It's literally the same thing happens over and over, like every 6 months or so. The syndrome is difficult to diagnose because vomiting is a symptom of many disorders. Treatments often involve lifestyle changes to help prevent the events that can trigger vomiting episodes. Medications, including anti-nausea and migraine therapies, may help lessen symptoms. So I've really wondered, like, does she have that? Like, we know she has had an endoscopy, and like we know, which when she did, it was right when she was diagnosed with celiac. She was diagnosed with celiac. She went to the allergy doctor, and we found out she had other food allergies. And then she was diagnosed with acid reflux, and she had that. And they said that her flap doesn't close properly. And so when she would eat her food, the flap would not like close properly. So they wanted to do surgery. I don't know. He was like, I recommend surgery. And I don't know. Yes, Sammy Joe. Yes, like she's on a celiac diet, but she still vomits like every 6 months. I mean, if you guys have been with me long enough, you'll probably know like that, I'm like, oh, Kennedy's been sick. There were times that she was in the hospital since COVID. She got sick with this during COVID, and we made the decision we're not taking her to the hospital. I don't want to be in the hospital with, people that have COVID. I don't want to have my baby in there. So we just held her at home because there's really nothing you could do for it anyways. All the times that she's been in the hospital with it, I mean, the only thing that they done is they had an IV to keep her from getting dehydrated. And they would keep her there like 4 or 5 days, and she hated it. She just cried to go home and cried to come home. And so she's been in the hospital like 4 times with this. And when she got it during COVID, I made the decision we're not going to go to the hospital. And she got it right in the midst of like COVID, like coming about. And since then, she's gotten it like 2 more times. And we held it down at home, and we just took care of her here at the house. The vomiting is definitely related to celiac, and it comes and goes, as well as belly pain. Yeah, she has really bad belly pain. So she don't sleep good. And during this time, she will get really bad diarrhea, and it's literally so like acidic, with acid, that it burns her. Like she'll use the bathroom several times, and we have to immediately change her because at first her skin turns really red, and then it starts blistering and peeling and bleeding during the time that she's super sick throwing up. So it's a mess. It's so terrible. I wish we could figure out. He said the flap doesn't lay down like it should after she eats. I don't know. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys. Anybody that would know something about it. Last time they did surgery on my sister's stomach, they said they wouldn't be able to do it again. My mom said they have a clue. My mom also had no clue. Could she have something called super infection? I just brought my doctor to the doctor. She is also celiac and has had horrible abdominal pain for the past 3 days. It is such a helpless feeling. Especially when you do all that you can, and it's like they're still in pain. That's the frustration, when you're like doing everything that you can and they're still in pain. Yes, scar tissue. What did my CC say a while ago? Oh, super infection. There's something called super infection. infection. Let me see what that says. Infection occurring after on top of an early infection, especially following treatment with broad-spectrum antibiotics. I don't think so. I don't know. You've been live so often lately, not complaining at all, but I'm always like, what are you talking about, your daughter? Yeah, Roxy, right now we're just talking about like Kennedy and like how she's got celiac and food allergies and acid reflux and how like I'm confused really, like because for so long, all the time she'll get sick, we was just like, it must be like a celiac attack. But now I'm kind of thinking that it isn't. Like that there's something else that's going on with her, so I'm not. Coffee and Conversation, I like that name. Welcome. People with paralyzed esophagus have it worse. They wind up on a clear liquid diet for feeding tubes at times. Oh my goodness. Hey Adam. Hey Elle Bee, good to see you and all the best to your channel. Your channel is so calming and comforting, and we need more channels like you. Thank you so much, Adam. I appreciate that. Lately, I've been better, but I've been crazy with not eating anything with cross-contamination. See, that's the thing is like even stuff at Walmart that says gluten-free can still have gluten in it. Like from what I understand, it has to have a certain amount of gluten. Like it could still have gluten and say gluten-free, but if it has a certain amount, then, that gluten-free label cannot be there. So that's why it's very confusing because you're getting stuff at Walmart that you think is gluten-free and it may not be. So I don't know. It's frustrating. And with her being young, which she's starting to realize it now, like she will say, is that gluten-free? Like if someone tries to give her something like a cookie or something, she'll say, is that gluten-free? And, obviously sometimes like at the doctor's office, they'll try to give her like a snack or something and she'll say, is it gluten-free? And they're like, huh? Yeah, gluten is even in toothpaste. Yes. When my daughter was born, due to her being born premature, due to going into labor very early, to my stress, my husband's death in Iraq, she was allergic to everything she grew out of. Oh my goodness, Anna. I'm sorry. Hey, Matt. Oh. Love salty Matt. Trouble is here. Matt. What? Matt. No, I'm not tripping. My moderators, if somebody else more interested in his own when I'm on, they will definitely watch them over me. And I don't blame them. That's fine. Like last night when Uni was live, last night when Uni was live, like I know several of my moderators was watching Uni, and I was like, I get it. I mean, not that he's interesting, but just with what he was covering was an interesting topic. Thank you. I don't wear them because of the light, but I'm having to take salt stick pills and eat lots of pickles. No, this is one of my other snacks that I'm into right now. They admitted him to the hospital and did spinal tap, and turned out he got chicken pox from NICU. No way. Like before his vaccine. Do they give a chicken pox vaccine at birth? I don't even know. Yeah, I am back on my combos phase though. When I got them the other night, it really was like, oh. Can we do polls on here? Let me see if I can figure out how to do a poll. Is there a way to do a poll on here? I would do a poll. Okay. Love you, Ellie Nitty. I'm flipping it back and forth. And that wasn't until the end. I mean, I get it. Why, I mean, we can do that. Is there a way to do a poll on here though? Because I don't know how to do a poll. Like in the chat right now, is there? Let me see. Stop sharing. I'm trying to figure out how to do a poll. I don't know how. Okay, let me go back to that. Let me see if I can do a poll. A poll? Uh-oh, what am I trying to say? Virginia says you have to take your glasses off when you play cards because they can see your cards. That's funny. All right, let's see. I need to figure out how to do that. Nat B, the Savages and Salties chat. Don't get offended by anything. I mean, let's do this because I don't know how to do that. I'm going to have to figure that out. If you think Dottie is involved, put a hand up emoji. If you think Dottie's involved, do a hand up. And yes, I put fake tanner on, so I'm kind of a little yellow right through here. Right, just right there. If you think Dottie is involved, put your hands up in the club. Dottie is another YouTuber who, Dottie is another YouTuber who lied. She did lie because Dottie said that she saw a video of KJ abusing, or either KJ or Todd abusing V. And come to find out, no such video exists. So she did lie about that. Now, I don't know if she's involved, but I want to hear her explanation for that. So when T-Spiracy was live earlier, I was like, so has Dottie come out to say anything about that? Cece, the Nat stuff, you know how there was like the Nat situation with all the threats and all of that. Yes, she said she saw it. So when people started second guessing Nat and saying, I don't think Nat's telling the truth. I think Nat's lying. When that started coming out, there was a few YouTubers who jumped on their channel and was like, Nat is not lying. How dare you guys question Nat? She's a victim. You can't question Nat. And then Dottie come on her channel saying, I know she's not lying because I saw the video. Then Nat admits that there was no video. So Nat's like, no, there was never a video. So obviously, Dottie lied. So today when T-Spiracy was live, I was like, so has Dottie come out since making that comment? And someone said yes. And I was like, well, what did she say about it then? Like, if she come out since then, like, what is her, why did she say it? And they said that she said she was manipulated. But I'm like, you were manipulated to lie, to say that you watched a video that you didn't watch? I mean, you're a grown adult. Come on. Like, I don't have a problem with Dottie. I don't have a problem with Dottie. I've never had an issue with Dottie. I know Dottie was like one of the ones that took up for me and Flossie with the Joe situation and all of that. And I appreciate that. But I'm also, I have to be realistic here. Like, as I'm a grown adult, if someone contacts me and they're like, oh, they're attacking our friend, you know, our friend said this happened, but they're saying they don't believe it. They need to see proof. I'm not about to jump on my channel and say I saw something that I didn't see. Because guess what? If it just so happens to come out that it doesn't exist, then you're in a pickle. And Dottie's in a pickle now. So it's like, okay, if she will say that because they were so upset that people was questioning Nat and not believing the narrative that Nat was putting out there, if she would say that she saw something she really didn't see, What else would she do or say? Is it, I don't know. I mean this in the nicest way possible. It has nothing to do with T-Spiracy because I truly do like her. With that said, I think he had a strategy when he asked her to do the interview with him. I like T-Spiracy too. I watched the interview, and I know T-Spiracy's kid is sick, so they made the decision to not do a long stream. But I was really hoping that T took clips from Uni's live that he did last night where he showed these screenshots. I wanted T to get the screenshot where Steve was supposedly talking about Katie cashing them fat checks. I was hoping, I know two Dotties, my cousin and a crackhead. I'm sure neither is on YouTube. So earlier today, T-Spiracy done an interview with Steve McRae because Unirock and Katie and Nat, they are all saying that Steve McRae is behind the threats. So Nat's claiming she was manipulated, that she done all this stuff because Steve told her to, basically, that Steve's people told her to. Now, listen, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I just haven't seen any solid proof that leads me to believe anything. I want to see some solid proof. Like, I don't believe screenshots because we know they can be faked way too easily. The recordings that was on Uni's stream last night was really confusing to me because I'm like, so Nat, the person that doesn't know how to work a microwave, had the common sense as this was happening to say, let me screen record while I'm texting Katie. Just in case? For what? So that was very confusing to me that Nat supposedly screen recorded when she was conversating back with Katie. However, it wasn't a real Katie account. It was a fake Katie account. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do this, which is if there was an account, I'm sure it's already been deleted. Let's see. Without. All right, so without a crystal ball. Let's see how many without a crystal ball accounts there is. I only see one. There's like 26,000 followers, I think it says. Whoop, I don't want to click on that. So, and when you said you sent him the info, he wanted it and he never answered you. Yeah, I sent Steve. Okay, so that was something else Steve tried to say, and he's always tried to say that. Steve says I did not send him the email. I sent Steve the email the night he asked, and I sent it to him the way he asked. Steve said, screen record your phone from main screen into your email. Open the email up, send it to me. And that's exactly what I done. And then it was like, oh, well, you didn't do it right because you couldn't see the top part correctly. I need you to do it again. It was like 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning. I was like, I'll do it tomorrow. The next day I woke up, I had a lot of threats going on. I had emails, people saying just like rude shit. And I was like, I don't need none of this crap. Exactly. She knows technology way better than she is proclaiming. Yeah, see, if you're asking for height, I'm 5'8". I think I'm like 5'2". The more people bring the drama. Yes, Jubes. People are getting bored, I guess. People were getting bored. Oh, I like that horse. I feel like someone was there telling her what to question, what questions to answer. Bambi's Rambles. Hey, y'all. Hey. So yeah, that's what I was really hoping. So first off, I was hoping that Steve and Uni would be on because I wanted to hear what both of them had to say to each other. Hey guys, listen to bed, so won't be chatting much. Just wanted to say hey and hope everyone is well. Elle Bee, you don't need to keep explaining yourself to randoms in the chat. We know the truth. Thank you, Kyle. Thank you so much. Yeah, quarantine definitely made everybody like lose their mind. It's like psycho. I wish I was bored. My evenings and weekends only free time. So yeah, I was just hoping. I was like, because last night, Uni went live and he showed all this stuff and he just was like, oh my God, oh my God. Steve can't deny it. Steve can't deny it. Steve is busted. Steve is busted. But I'm like, I even see, even in those screenshots that Uni shown and those screen recordings, there was nothing that said Steve. It just said Tina. Like Tina was mentioned twice. It was like Little Miss Noble and Nat and this Dustin person, and then Tina's name was brought up twice. So I was like, you can't exactly say that Steve is for sure behind this if there's nothing like. So to me, it was just like, I don't know. I was like, I want to see something that says Steve done it. Steve, I want to see something that says Steve done it, if that's what you're going to proclaim. So I was hoping. Oh, also when Uni was live last night, he kept saying that he was waiting for the link to go join Steve's live because Steve was live as well. And he was like, I will join. I want to go on there. I want to call him out on all this, but they refuse to send me the link. They're not sending me the link. But apparently they were saying that they sent him the link and that he was lying about not seeing the link. So I was like, who's really lying here? Did he get the link? Did he not get the link? I was just like, what is going on here? So I was hoping, okay, so if Steve's people saying they were sending him the link and Uni was saying he wanted to go on, but he didn't have the link, maybe they could come to like a mutual place, T-Spiracy, and both come on and talk about it. So I was kind of hoping that would happen tonight, but I know T-Spiracy, her daughter was sick. So she was like on a time limit. She couldn't really be on that long. Oh, Karen, that's awesome. They're going to be here for 4 weeks. That's awesome. So, yeah, well, okay. So when T-Spiracy came on, she said, I'm not going to do that. I have a guest. I'm not going to bring on another guest to bombard him like that. And I was thinking, well, dang, I thought Steve was just saying last night that Uni could come on his channel. So wouldn't it be okay? But then someone in the comments asked, like, why wouldn't Steve bring Uni on? And Steve said, well, I'm not talking to him. I'm not talking to Uni because I know like this game that he plays, but Chesh said she would talk to him. So I guess, I don't know. Uni claims that at some point he was going to talk to Chesh, but Chesh claims she couldn't get in, that the link wasn't working. So I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know what the hell's going on here, you guys. But Uni wasn't even in chat. Like, Uni knew that Steve was going to be on with T-Spiracy tonight, and Uni wasn't even in the chat to say anything. So I don't know, but I was hoping that T-Spiracy would maybe show Uni's live and what Uni was claiming to get Steve's, like what Steve had to say about it. But she was short on time. So she just like asked questions that she had. Cheshire showed her messages. She had none from Uni Rock, though the agreement was to contact her or Ahmad, which he didn't do, then had a tantrum on his channel. Okay. It will require one of the parties to act mature. Yeah, one of them would need to act mature, and that wasn't. Steve was refusing to talk to him. He wanted Uni to speak to Chesh. Yeah, so I don't know. I was just like, so Uni was like, tell him to send me the link. Tell him to send me the link. And I guess they were like, tell him to ask for the link. Tell him to get in touch with us and ask for the link. I don't know. It was just crazy. But I was hoping that I wanted to see what Steve had to say about the stuff that Uni said last night about, oh, if Tina's involved in this, then Steve is. Steve, you're caught red-handed. You're caught, Steve. You're caught. Because I'm like, what is Steve going to say about it? That they seem to try to one-up each other. I agree, Shar. I agree. I don't think he was scared. He didn't want to talk to Chesh. And there was also a panel of about 7 of Steve's biggest fans. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't want to go. I wouldn't walk into the lion's den. Weird question, but do you whiten your teeth, Elle Bee? I do not. I just brush them. I do not whiten them. Nope. I mean, I go to the dentist, and get the cleaning and stuff, but I don't use any like whitening products or anything. I didn't catch Uni last night. It was already past my bedtime. Yeah, he was on. He was on for some of the time that I was on last night, and then he went in after that, I do believe. But so, do you think some of most of the tension is because of KJ? What started that way? And it was weird because I heard Uni say, and anybody that was here from back then, you guys correct me if I'm wrong, but Uni said that was one of the reasons that him and Steve fell out is because he kept telling Steve, you can't do this, Steve. You can't lie about this, Steve. You can't keep doing this, Steve. You can't keep harassing her, Steve. So Uni said last night that him and a few other people like kept trying to tell Steve this. Uni said, Steve admitted to us what he done. And when he was trying to lie about it, me and this person and this person and this person, we kept telling him, you can't do that, Steve. You can't do that, Steve. He's like, that's why we fell out with Steve. But that wasn't why they fell out. That wasn't why they fell out at all. When Steve was going hard for Katie, he brought Uni in to help him. And Uni was on video, like on streams, talking crap about Katie. He's the one that started the whole sperm eyebrow thing. He's the one that, like, when Ashley Siren went off on Katie Joy, he went live and like played the stuff with that, the stuff that Ashley Siren was saying. And he was like, oh, Ashley Siren just like went off on her. So like, he was like kind of doing the same thing. Like, he was making fun of her eyebrows. Like, he was saying that she was lying and stuff. And the way they split up is because Uni was on a live stream. Steve was on it with him. And Uni was saying something that Steve was saying was incorrect. And Uni would, like, Steve kept trying to interrupt him and was like, that's not the way that it was. That's not the way that it was. And Uni's like, yes, it was. Yes, it was. So Steve gets off the live stream. And Steve immediately starts tweeting that Uni is like pushing a false narrative, that what Uni is saying in the live stream was not the truth. So then Uni finds out that Steve is tweeting this, and then it's like they're going head to head at that point. It was never that. I don't ever remember Uni ever saying anywhere that Steve was lying and they were having an issue with that. And that's why they busted up. The reason they busted up is because Uni was saying something and Steve was like, that's not how it happened. That's not how it happened. That's not how it happened. And Uni's like, yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So Steve gets off the live and immediately starts tweeting. Before that, though, Uni was right there with Steve McRae doing videos about KJ. So it's really wild to hear him say that, oh, Steve was going after KJ, but he was trying to stop him. He was trying to stop him. It's like, no, you weren't. The videos are probably still on your channel of when all this happened and when you were doing videos about how Ashley Siren went off on KJ, about how KJ had sperm-like eyebrows. You literally called KJ a troll and a liar. Like, he literally on a stream was like, you are a troll. You are a liar. Then like a week later, after, him and Steve had that falling out because on the live stream, Uni was not listening to what Steve was trying to say. Steve was trying to interrupt him to tell him that's not correct. That's not correct. That's not correct. And Uni wasn't listening. And then rather than Steve just like getting off and saying, I'm mad, I'll handle it later, he jumped on Twitter and started tweeting saying that Uni was lying or whatever. So that's what happened there. Yeah, I was I don't know. Let me tell you, I don't, I've had issues with every one of them. Like, so I don't know. I have no reason to defend anybody. I have no reason to defend Steve. I have no reason to defend Uni. I have no reason to defend KJ. So when I say something that sounds like it's in defense of someone, it's because it's the truth. If only Amber P had opened up that can of things would be so different. Yeah. I know, right? Another thing I noticed was Uni's live stream. He played a audio of Steve and someone else. where they were talking about how they had pulled Uni's information, and they was like, is he 36 or 38? Is he the one that's 36 or 38? And Steve was like, oh, I think he's the one that's 36. I don't remember what all it was saying, but it was clear that someone had pulled Uni's information and sent it, I guess, to Steve. And Steve was trying to like, oh, so it's this one. Like, I guess it was like multiple people that could have been Uni. Like, I guess he had pulled like a background, and maybe a few names come up with like the personal information, right? So, and I guess he like put it in like the Discord. I don't know for sure, but somehow it was sent to Steve, and Steve was like, okay, yeah, I'm looking at it. So is he the one that's 36 or 38? I don't know. And they were like, and Uni's like, see, he doxed me. He doxed me. And I'm like, that's not a dox though. Doxing is when you put it out publicly. Like, now, I'm sorry, you guys. I'm trying to cover up with a blanket because I'm very cold. My legs are cold. I'm wearing shorts. So I'm like, that's not a dox. Do I agree that Steve, getting on the computer and trying to pull up Uni's information that would show an address, phone number, age, or all of that? Do I agree that it was a correct thing for him to do? Not at all. I don't think it was a correct thing for him to do. But that's not doxing because he never put that public, at least not right then he didn't. Steve was trying to verify if he was ever in the military or not. Okay. So that's why Steve was looking into Uni. Okay, so in that audio that Uni was playing, he's like, I have proof that Steve doxed me. So then he plays the audio where all they were talking about was that he had the information. He was like, they are looking at a dox packet. They are looking at a dox packet. I was like, even if they are, like, if they're looking at his information, he never said it on that string. Like, he never said, okay, well, yep, you guys, I found him. His name is blah, 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 blah. His address is blah, 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 blah. Or his phone number is blah, blah. He didn't put out any name or anything. Like, but Uni was literally telling his people that just because Steve had acquired that information, that it was a dox. And I'm like, no, it's not. You just offend you, Elle Bee, because everyone. That's true, Jubes. That's true. Did anyone see the video he used in his live stream with Nat talking to LMN and Dustin, talking to fake KJ? And yes, but she can't cooperate. Exactly. See, that's what I said. Okay, so this was what was weird to me. When Uni gets like screenshots of like group chats, half the time he misinterprets the information, because I know when he got screenshots from my old mod chat, he had it so messed up. He was saying that my mod Matt was Matt Byer. So then he thought that Kim F and Matt Byer were close because they were both in this group with me, but really it was my Matt, Schizo and Stereo. So like, when he gets this stuff, half the time he don't really know like exactly. So that's why when he got the screenshot or whatever where it says Todd threatening to kill Nat's little or something to that effect, they couldn't distinguish Todd who. Katie's Todd or the sycophant Todd, Steve sycophant, I don't know, something. So first off, that was hard to understand. But yeah, she can't use a microwave, but she can make YouTube videos, use StreamYard, screen share. So what I was questioning is what told Nat, okay, I need to be screen recording right now. Like while she was in the middle of conversating with this fake Katie, how did she figure out she needed to screen record? You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, there was a few other things. So I don't know. I was just like, could Steve be behind it? Maybe. I don't know. But I haven't seen any proof that tells me like, yep, I for sure think he is. That's it. I think he is. So I don't know. Now Uni was acting like he just had hit like, bam, he was literally like, They got to be picked up. They got to be picked up. They got to be picked up. They have to go to jail for this. They're going to kill some. And even like, maybe this is wrong of me to say this, but like when Little Miss Noble, I guess that's who it was, said, "Oh my God, I'm going to kill her, Dustin. I'm going to kill her." And maybe this is wrong, but I really didn't think she was really saying she was going to kill anybody. I just think that, I guess this is the way that I kind of took it, that maybe someone had told Little Miss Noble something, that Katie had done something really bad to V, or maybe Todd had done something really bad to V. So Little Miss Noble was like so disgusted by it that she said that. Because there's been times I've gotten aggravated and like, oh, I'm going to kill him. I'm going to kill him. And thank God they weren't putting out there for everybody to hear, like in a group chat, like, oh God, I'm so mad I could kill this, like, so I think it was more like that versus like, I don't know. I mean, maybe Little Miss Noble is crazy enough that she was saying that she really wanted to kill Katie. I don't know, but I just kind of took it as that. There was something else, but she said literally. That's a whole other thing. Did she say I could literally kill her? Because there's definitely been times that I've got anger and I could be like, oh, I'm gonna kill them, but I didn't mean it that way. Uni acts like he solved the Bermuda Triangle. Yeah. There was something else that I saw that I was like, oh, okay. You guys know the part where, let me see if I can find it. What channel was it on? Rock-A-Lot? Does anybody remember what channel it was on?
It's bullshit. Yes.
All right, I'm going to go back to the screenshot, because I was just like, that's not what I took from that. And maybe I'm just, I don't know. Uni was extreme last night. With that being said, I hope whoever, I agree, Ashley, I hope whoever done it. And Steve said tonight, which, it could not be accurate. Steve said that he talked to Salts, and Salts did say that there is that the FBI is investigating that. So I really hope that that's the truth, and that when they're caught, that we find out somehow, because I want to know who is behind this. And I think they absolutely should get in trouble. So I'm trying to see. All right. You also have to remember who Element is talking to, and it isn't a person. I feel like you should say something like that too. If Nat screens record, you also have to remember who LMN was talking to, and it isn't a person. What do you mean? I'm kind of confused by that. If Nat screen records everything because of her alters, I could understand, but that would mean she would have everything documented and we would have all the proof to expose everyone involved, right? Nat doesn't do that. Nat doesn't screen record everything, because all the other stuff that she said happened, like when the first declaration come out, she said, people was coming to me in Instagram. This happened on Instagram, but then someone hacked my Instagram and deleted it all before I could screenshot it. So all right. So I don't think she does that. When I see Element, I think Lifetime movie. I know, right? Same. So I'm playing Uni's video over here so I can find what I'm looking for. Because I just want to say something. And you guys can tell me if you thought the same thing or if I'm just way off basis on here. And like I said, I just need to see some proof before saying, okay, I believe this person. And the way Uni was acting like he just solved the freaking case, I was like, no, you didn't. I don't think so. Right, Anna, I just want proof too. Like, there's another screenshot that he was like, oh my God, they're fake. They're talking about faking this. And I was like, that's not what I took from it. All of this YouTube drama is like a LARP of a soap opera. See, yeah. Oh no, Uni was in the military, but not as much as he claimed. No one ever said he wasn't in the military, but he has lied about everything and his ID is fake because you can't wear any coverings. Yeah, I don't know what's the deal with him being in the military. I do know that there was a picture. Okay, this is what I was talking about. I'm going to show you guys. Okay, so see this. Hold up. No, you can't see it yet. Okay, you guys see this where it says, sorry, wrong button. LOL, all good. Yes, I can. That's awful about her little altars. We have that on video, but it's for evidence purposes, for FBI if they need it. She's going to edit the, oh wait, that's not it. Hold on. Let me get it. When it says she's going to edit the screenshots, I took that as like they had these actual screenshots, but they were going to take something out so it wouldn't be so terrible to add up, that it would be like more like Twitter appropriate to put up. I don't know, but maybe they were editing something for real. Hey, just doing me, Stace. How are you? I'm not, nor is Nat going to be bullied to release it. It'll be official, like a referee with a whistle. Whoop, whoop. I don't know. You guys can tell me how you saw this, because I was like, am I going crazy here? Because this is the way that I took this. I think it's the next screenshot. Okay, I think this is it. Okay. I'm going to read this again with you guys just to see if I got this. This is LMN. Do you know how to edit audio, but able to keep the original? Some stuff is super sensitive. What is KJ's new tweet? And Dottie says, you can do it on Filmora Go. I can do it on VideoPad, which I pay for. And LMN said, can you help us? Dottie said, of course. And then Katie said, or LMN said, okay, I will ask Nat later. Currently, I think she is in bed. Okay, hold on. Let me keep going because I think it's the next one. So here, do you know how to edit audio but keep the original? So I was thinking, like, when I edit stuff, sometimes I have to lay the audio over something. So like if I do a voiceover, okay, say I record myself, but I don't have my makeup on and I don't want to go on screen like that. I don't want my video to be of me looking crazy. So I'll record myself with the phone right here looking at my face. And then I'll go back and I will lay pictures over it. So my voice is over it and my pictures over it. So and pictures of whatever I'm talking about will be laid over it, right? So it's like a layover, so you don't see my ugly face. Okay, so hold on. I'm going to get it off here because I don't want him to try to strike me for showing his video. The Teen Moms, when we all watched together, was so much fun. I need to get back into like covering Teen Mom more, but I haven't. Why is that message dark gray? See, there were some that I noticed were darker. Okay. This was another one. How do you fake a screenshot with an incoming Insta call? I will have no part of that. You can't. Hold on. Well, dang it. I'm trying to look for this specific one because I didn't take it. Oh, wait, I can read it. My dang eyes suck. I'm gonna try to read them. So who struck your video on the Nat confession? Nat said it wasn't her, and then I got a message from apparently Little Miss Noble, and she said it was her. So I don't know. Little Miss Noble took part of it. Little Miss Noble emailed me and said she's the one that struck it. And then she said, but please, she said, Nat's going to retract it. Please don't get lawyers involved because I'm trying to get custody of my nephews and I don't want that to interfere with that. And I was like, okay. I mean, if Nat retracted it out, that was fine. I'm trying to see the screenshot. Did I miss it somewhere? There was just so much in the video that I was like, some of this I was like, maybe okay. And some of it I was like, I don't know. Like, I just don't know. I'm trying to find it. Who rose a prominent turn? Yeah. My legs are sticking to the chair. And I never watched what Manda Pants had. Apparently, like, they sent Manda Pants something. Has she done a video regarding something? I don't know. Oh, here it is. Okay, here it is. Okay. So Dottie is saying, hey, someone asked about the audio. And then LMN said, do they act like a video chat should be recorded? They sure are pushy. So Dottie says, hey, someone's asking about the audio. And then Little Miss Noble says, do they act like a video chat should be recorded? Well, apparently it was, right? They sure are pushy. Little Miss Noble, okay, we can edit it, but due to the fact it's actual evidence as it shows child SA, we can't post it on Twitter, but we could edit to show it's KJ's voice. And then Nat said no idea how to do that. And Dottie said, you don't have to share anything. I'll let them know there is audio, but it is actual evidence. So I'm trying to figure out what they were actually talking about here. Were they actually planning to fake an audio? Or were they saying, well, I guess so. Maybe they were, because apparently it didn't exist according to Nat. I wonder if this is the same like audio and video that Dottie claimed that she saw. Because when I first read it, this is what I thought. Okay, so they're saying they have this video or audio where CP, I guess, where they were claiming that Todd SA'd V. I guess that's what they were claiming, which it doesn't exist. So I guess, yeah, that's what they were saying, I guess. And that Katie's voice was in it. So at first I took it as, okay, so they say they got this video, but they can't put it out because it has CSA. So they knew they couldn't put the actual video out anywhere because of what it contained. So maybe they were just saying, we're going to edit it to put like a layover on it to cover up what it actually showed. but so you could still hear Katie's voice. Like we need to edit it so it doesn't show the CSA, but leave it to where you could still hear her voice on it. I don't know, but apparently it was fake. I don't know. I'm just so confused by all of it. I'm just confused by it. I want to hear it. Let's see what he's got to say.
No, we're not going to edit KJ's voice into this or whatever. I mean, this is kind of hard to follow, but they tried to frame Katie. Yeah, Katie just wrote it. They tried to frame my husband. Oh my fucking God. They're dangerous. They're dangerous. This is dangerous. They're dangerous. This is Dottie, LMN, and Nat. Hold on. So I'm told we had CPS at my house because there were Dottie, LMN, and Tina. This is Dottie, LMN, and Tina. So the blue is Tina?
No, that's Nat. The blue would be Nat.
See, I don't know which one's LMN or not because I never even heard about her until she got busted by the feds. So like I have no clue. That's when I first started hearing about LMN when the feds got a hold of her.
And I don't think the feds got a hold of, as far as I know, the feds have not got a hold of anybody. I think they have talked to a few people, but they haven't like got a hold of anybody. Like it's not like anybody's like went down. Where did they get a video of a kid being essayed? Right. So apparently, supposedly Nat was on a video call with KJ. And I guess it was happening. I don't know because supposedly KJ had also confided in that Todd had essayed their son, which I don't believe that for a second. I think that is disgusting that was put out there. I think that's terrible that was put out there. And I know if anybody accused my husband of essaying one of our kids, we would probably sue someone. We would probably do something legally to shut that up because that is terrible. I don't believe that. So Uni single, live by himself because normally guys don't care as much as females. No, Uni is married and he has some kids. Oh, I'm sorry, Amanda. I've been live for about an hour and a half. So Nat made the claim that her and Katie had been talking for months and that Katie had confided in her with a bunch of stuff. So at one point she claimed that she was on a live, like a video with Katie and heard Todd like abusing V in the background and that Katie had confided in her and told her that Todd had essayed V, but only once, that it only happened once. So I guess maybe that's what they were going to try to do because because this information was put out there, right? This information gets put out there. People saying, I don't believe Nat. I don't believe that. I don't believe Nat. I think she's lying. So then certain people like Little Miss Noble, Dottie, I think EKC, I'm not really sure. They started going on their channels and saying, oh, it's true. And Dottie went so far as to say, I saw the video. It's true. It happened. So then when Nat come up and said it's not true because that video never existed, then it was like, well, what do you got to say about that, Dottie? So I don't know, but I still feel like, is it a possibility that these screenshots are faked? It could be. And so something that really makes me think that maybe it is. Look at this. Hold on.
Okay, question, everybody. These are the EKC cult. These are Steve's people.
Look at this. You guys see on here this box right here? You guys see the box? So this one is darker. This screenshot is darker. The gray is darker than the rest of these. There's a box right here. And the only time I've ever seen a box like this is if you're editing something. So like say you want to add more text to the picture. You go down and you say, hey, I need to edit it. I need to edit for, to type something. So you hit the T for text and a little box will pop up for text, right? KJ is live saying she loves being relevant and that Todd Creasley is suing her again. That would be interesting if he really did. So that was weird to me because I was like, how does this pop up on there? Where did that come from? And what is all this on the side? You guys see all this on the side? What is all that? That looks like it's like a Windows thing to like add a text. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. This literally looks like, what is all that on the side right here? Is it, I don't know. What is this down here? Why is Katie's symbol right here? This looks like the side of Katie's symbol, right? Let me turn this banner off. Hold on. So it looks like Katie's little symbol right here. I don't know. Is that Unirock on? Is he live with Elle? No, we're not live together. I'm just showing like the screenshots that he showed last night, and I'm just confused. I'm just confused while these screenshots look like they're in like a Windows type thing to where you could actually type in there if you wanted to. Like I'm confused about this block right here because this looks like a block that if you were going to edit something, you would go down to the bottom and say, hey, I want to edit this.
So
well,
what do you not know?
What do you need to do? I need to text something on there. I need to type something. So you hit the T for text and then a little box pops up for you to type something else on there. So I'm really confused at this. Let me see about the other screenshots if they had all this. Why is this here? Hold up. Why is this question mark right? Oh, because she sent a question mark. Okay, I was like, what is that? I'm confused about that. But I get, okay, she sent a question mark. I don't know. I'm suspicious of any screenshot, anything, because I just don't know. But it does look like it's in some sort of Becky super sticker. Thank you so much, Becky. I appreciate that so much. Thank you. So what do you guys think? I tried to watch that stream today after hearing about it in your chat last night, but I couldn't tolerate him to even listen. He was so obnoxious with the yelling and the weird sounds. I agree. It was I had a hard time. His hair looked Photoshop. That's because he's got a green screen, I think. They could be there just to enlarge the original. That's true, Tabs. So that maybe that's true. They could have put it there to enlarge it. That makes sense. Let's see. So this is purple up here and this is blue though, but it's supposed to be the same chat. Does anybody else do that? You guys notice that? So this one is supposed to be the end of a message and it's purple, but this is blue. This is blue. Looks like different shades of blue. This one looks a little darker than this one. Doesn't it? Am I seeing things, you guys? So is it normal for something to be like purple, then blue, blue? I guess if you change it, okay, that could be normal. Okay, is this supposed to be Facebook or what? Oh, yeah, mine does that. If you scroll up, it'll turn from orange to purple. Okay. I'm trying to look for any little thing that could scream fake. I'm not saying it is fake. I'm just questioning it. Like, is it? Is it not? Is it? Is it not? Let's see. You've blocked Little Miss Noble. Let's see what else they have. So this was awkward to me too. This was awkward that Nat was allegedly screen recording. That Nat was literally allegedly screen recording a conversation with a fake Katie. Well, why? Did she know it was a fake Katie, or was she just suspicious of it? Like, why was she doing that? I want to know on what phone then, because I have an iPhone and it doesn't do that. But of course, all devices are different. Yeah. Not the blue, but the white ones with the gray ones is not normal. See, I see stuff. You can change the theme to look that way. Yeah, like I have a group chat to where it's orange until you scroll down. Then it turns from orange to purple. So, but if it's staying in place, I don't know. Like I'm trying to see how it would be if it stayed in place. So I don't know. There are apps where you can fake text and calls. Yeah. So I don't know. That's when Uni was like showing all this stuff. I'm like, how do we know this is real? Like, I'm not going to take Uni's, like, Uni is the last person that I'm going to, take in for his word. Right. That's the thing, Tab. Like, she had to have known something was up for her to screen record it. And I'm just like, she knew how to screen record, but she don't know how to work a microwave. I think she embellished how little she knew. Like, I think she embellished the fact, because she said she didn't know how to work a microwave. But I'm like, but you know how to screen record? I don't have an iPad because I don't know how to work an iPad. Like when she messaged me about the email, she said, I'm trying to get this figured out, but I don't know. I don't even know how to strike a channel. I don't know how to retract it. I had to get help to send this email. I'm going to try to get the nurse to help me. But it's like, but you're very quick with knowing how to screen record. Like as you're in the middle of a conversation. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, So a part of me was like, okay, what makes more sense? That Nat knew something was up back then and knew how to screen record, even though she didn't know how to do much else. Or is it that because this theory is being put out there that Steve's behind it, that they're trying to come up with more evidence to point towards Steve and to point towards that Nat was talking to a fake Katie. That way it would show that she was manipulated. So over the past few days, they've been creating this stuff and it somehow got leaked to Katie. I don't know. When did he say that? Yes, you should have proof before you involve the law and child services. Absolutely. Yeah, see, my option for purple. Right, Brittany. My option for purple is like, let's see. I don't know. It's like, I guess that's more blue, which I guess if you kind of look at it, these kind of look blue and that kind of looks more purple. But to me, it doesn't. That's really weird because it's showing you in the screen. But to me, it's all looking, this one does look a little bit darker, but these look straight up blue and that one looks purple, right? I don't know. Okay, now it looks the way it looks for me. Dang it. It keeps changing by trying to make it seem like it's for justice and not for your own wants. Yeah. Oh, that would be awesome. More content for EB. Yeah. Thank you. I thought you were already a member. Yeah, it did look a bit. That's what I was saying. Like when I point it up, it actually looks more purplish, but to me it was looking blue. Like, okay, it changes as the screen brightens. I don't know, that's weird. We are all chasing our tails now. Yeah. Okay, let's see. So I think this really was screen recorded, this right here. Oh, hold on. So I do think this was really a screen recorded conversation, but I don't know if this was really Nat and a fake without a, I don't know if this was done back when it's alleged that it was done, or if this was done over the past few days, just so it could be handed off to Katie to say, see, I was manipulated. I thought I was talking to you here. Like, I'm really wondering, and this is just me wondering, if because like everyone was blaming Nat, right? Everyone was like, oh, Nat's guilty, Nat's guilty, Nat's guilty, Nat's guilty. Something's up with Nat. Oh, thank you, Brittany. Thank you. I appreciate that so much. So everyone was like blaming Nat, right? It was like she there was no way she was about to get out of this. So Nat reached out to Katie and confessed. But then Nat started going with, well, I was manipulated. Well, by who? Well, this person and this person. Oh, that's Steve. That's Steve's people. So Uni jumps on a stream and he starts blaming Steve, right? And I'm not saying Steve ain't behind it. Maybe so. I don't know. Could be, you know. So then at first, Nat had already said she didn't know who Steve was. But then once Nat says Steve, then once Uni says Steve, then Nat starts saying Steve. So I'm wondering if Nat just had all this done over the past few days to turn over to Katie to show, look, I was manipulated. See, I was talking to a fake Katie. I thought this was you. You know? I don't know. Yeah. It looks purple at the top on the camera. It did, didn't it? But to me, it looked just a little bit darker blue. It was really weird because when I was looking at it, it looked a different color blue than the other two. But when I looked in the camera, I saw purple. It was really weird. Yeah, Kayla. Katie was manipulated too. Everybody's manipulated. Dottie was manipulated when she lied and said she saw a video that didn't exist. Katie was manipulated with the Tati situation. Everybody was just manipulated. So, Lord, please, God, nobody manipulate me. So I do think this conversation really happened. Isn't the real Katie also fake, though? 100%. 100%. It's good she is trying to recreate it, though. I think that she is trying to recreate it, but not because it really happened. I don't know if it really happened that way.
And unadulterated evidence that I was telling you the truth about the FBI, about LMN, and about the people next to Steve. They're getting pinched because they gave this up. This came from them. This came from Steve's cult. And this is them. What did I tell you they did? Go back to my fucking content and tell me, didn't I tell you that they put the narrative into Nat's head so that Nat would go file an affidavit to affect the Toddy Westbrook lawsuit? This is hard, direct evidence that these people, this cult, affected the Toddy Westbrook lawsuit. This is hard evidence of it.
Hard evidence.
Because Nat filed this in the Toddy Westbrook lawsuit. Nat didn't lie. Nat isn't a liar. Nat is exonerated. Nat was manipulated because of her mental disability, because they knew they needed somebody with that specific kind of disability for many reasons. But the top reasons are because they knew they could talk her into it. They knew they could put it in her head. They knew they could talk her into filing it with Salty against Katie. They hoped that it would affect the lawsuit. They were worried that the lawsuit wasn't going to win.
My question with this here is, how in the hell did Steve or any of them find Nat? How did they find Nat to make sure she had these mental disabilities so they could manipulate her? How did they? She's in the UK. Tina's not in the UK. Kim's not in the UK. Little Miss Noble's not in the UK. Steve's not in the UK. So how did they find that? Did they join a Facebook group for DID people? So that's what I'm saying. I think Nat interjected herself in this with no help at first. I think when she contacted Salt and said, I've been attacked by Katie's people, and this is how it happened, I think that was her all on her own. I think that was her all on her own that done that. Now, I think possibly what happened was when the declaration come out, the Nat declaration, and people started saying, oh my God, this poor person, this poor Nat. Nat said she was on Steve's Facebook group. Really? Where did she say that at? That's interesting, though. That is interesting because I didn't hear that anywhere, and that would be interesting. Okay, so maybe she found them. Okay, so what I think is she interjected herself by herself at first. That when she went to Salts and said, oh my God, I'm being attacked by Katie's people. This is what happened. And he had her write a declaration. I think that was all her. I really do. Now, I think after that happened and the declaration came out and she was this victim that Katie was attacking, and she was, she had mental health issues and poor Nat. I think people did. If Nat ever gets an air fryer, we are all in trouble, allegedly. I agree. Nat changed details depending on who was pressing her for answers. Absolutely, totally clueless. I agree. So I think when the declaration come out and Nat was a victim, I think at that point certain people probably did reach out to Nat. I think maybe LMN reached out to Nat. I'm so sorry. I can't believe Katie's people's doing this to you. This is the type of person Katie is. Maybe, I think EKC and Dottie were talking to Nat. I think they've admitted that they were talking to Nat. So I think they made contact with Nat. So at whatever happened at that point, if they did press her to do stuff or if they did fake stuff to try to prove that she was innocent, I don't know that. And, is it possible? Anything's possible. Anything's possible. But I just need to see some solid evidence before I'm going to accuse anything. Did you give this video a thumbs up? If not, do it right now. Let's listen to a little bit more, Steve, because to hear him ramble was just like mind blowing to me. I was like, man.
They wanted to affect it. They wanted to help get Katie. They're framing her. And they picked Nat because she's in the UK. They also picked Nat. Not just because she's in the UK, but they also picked her. So they thought that she might be able to get out of it if she got busted. Don't worry, Nat, what? Don't worry, we're going to make Nat think this, and we're going to get her to submit this to the Toddy lawsuit to help Toddy get Katie and help get Katie to go down. But don't worry, if Nat gets busted because she has the ID, they'll let her off the hook. They won't let her off the hook. They'll just throw her into a mental asylum. Exactly.
But my thing is, like, if she can be manipulated to do all this, she needs to be in a mental institution. If you have mental disorders to the point where someone can have you file false CPS allegations, file false declarations, and lie about all of this stuff, then she needs to be committed because she is a danger to herself and to other people. So I think I just don't go with I don't go with him saying they found her for this. Is it possible that at some point in time they all came to know each other and they did instruct her to do certain things? Possibly. Nat also said salts are her for a while there before saying Noble and Steve convinced her of that since she was vulnerable. Exactly, Brittany. Her DID seems to conveniently appear when she's in hot water, allegedly. Yes, Lisa. Yeah, that's the thing with Uni is like he rode very hard for KJ, and then he turned on her for a while, and now he's back riding hard for KJ.
Outset, it may be disturbing, but can you play the entire audio straight through, fake Katie? Yes, I will. And Sonny says, Todd's the number. The one that said he drove by Kyle's mom's house. Joey D. Docs Menace. Oh, yeah, Todd's the one that said he drove by Kyle's mom's house, so fuck you, Todd.
Right.
Okay, Exiled wants us to play it all the way through. I agree. I'm going to fucking try, goddammit. Oh, I'm going to try. You guys have to keep me on track, okay? You know you have to. Let me try to play this whole fucking clip. Let me zoom in.
Okay, we'll do.
You're good, buddy. Let me try to play this. I'm going to zoom in here on it so that you can see what's being typed. And here is the entire clip. Listen, I want to tell you what you're about to hear if you just got here. You know how Steve's over there pretending as if C said that I was lying about this? Well, EKC, you're going to have to go live on your channel and admit that I didn't lie about this and you were wrong. Here's the evidence.
Oh, there's so much damage on the system being triggered out in such repetition and so fast.
Did Emily send a picture?
Did Emily send a picture?
No.
What type of picture? To who?
Katie said thank Emily for sharing her naked body with us.
I don't know. I don't even know any of it. I don't know. All of that's confusing to me. You up, babe?
Yeah.
So I don't know. He just acted like he broke some sort of code, and I just didn't feel that way. I just thought, can you slow it down? I don't want to listen to too much more, but I'm not going to listen to anything else right now because I don't want anyone to strike me for that, and I feel like they probably would. Why would Nat be in a Facebook anti-KJ group when she thought she was good friends with her? That's a good question, too. I didn't hear all of Kay Baxter's live when she had Nat on. I actually was in there when Katie came on, but I wasn't, like when I got on to listen, Nat was already on. So I could have missed Nat saying that she was in that group. But that is true because at first she thought that she was friends with Katie, and that's why she was telling Katie to be careful because she thought she was friends with her. And then apparently she was getting attacked. Apparently she was getting attacked once she tried to warn Katie that like Salts had people watching her. She was getting attacked. So she told Katie, like, call your people off of me. They're attacking me. Leave me alone. And Katie's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't tell nobody to do anything. And then that's when, like, Nat ended up going to Salts to tell Salts. Yeah. I agree. I think he got a lot of stuff incorrect. I'm just like, I don't know why all of a sudden we're believing screenshots. She said a sexual violence group. Yeah, whoever's doing this is sadistic. I agree. We've seen KJ tell herself to do things. So that's like, we have seen her tell herself to do things. I'm going to say this. I don't like Katie. Do I believe that people should be calling CPS on Katie and saying that Katie's son is, saying her son? No. I do not believe that's okay. Have we seen proof that that's actually happened? Like, I haven't seen any like CPS reports saying that those claims were made. I just know Katie said that. Katie said CPS come to my house because these claims were made. And Nat apparently did say, like, yeah, we did talk about that. We filed a CPS report about that, or that she tried to or something. Screenshots are fake unless it fits into the narrative that you want to push. That's true. So I don't know, you guys. I don't know what to believe here. They need to show that there's an actual threat to others. Yeah. I don't know. If that was done, if those claims were made, that's terrible. That's disgusting. People will say, well, Katie does terrible things. And that's the reason we don't like her, because we don't like that she does those terrible things. If we start doing those terrible things because she does them, then we're just as bad as her. So we got to keep our integrity about ourselves and not drop and stoop to her level because of the stuff that she does. CPS reports are usually next to never available for anyone to get their hands on. Okay, Emily, I didn't know that. One thing I will be willing to bet is Nat is not working alone. I definitely believe there is a reason why certain people went so hard after Shar. I agree with that. That's why I don't think she's working alone now. I just think in the start that she was. I think for the past few months, people have been helping her. I just don't know who. I just don't know why. And I don't know what the end goal was here, because it was so all over the place. It was like, well, if you hated Katie. Okay. So if you hated Katie, the picture you were going to try to paint is Katie has people attacking me. Let's send Salt some threats so that can be blamed on Katie. If Salt starts getting threats, he will automatically think it's Katie. If Emily Baker starts getting threats, she may think it's Katie. So, like, that would make sense. But then once Katie started getting threats, it was like, hold up, that's weird all of a sudden. Because they're trying to make it look like Katie is doing XYZ, right? But if Katie starts getting the same thing, then we know that it's not Katie doing it. So I don't know. I'm just so confused by it. Okay, camel toe. No, man. The bath with a burn. True story. Yeah, Sean cannot stand Uni. He don't like Steve. He don't like Katie. Yeah. There's chicks stepping their front right now. I'm so confused. But yeah, so I don't know who's behind it. I don't know. I just don't know. But listen, Saltz has said that the FBI is investigating the threats against him for sure, right? For sure, he's saying that. I think a lot of people probably trusted 2 or 3 of the wrong people, and it's tangled web of knowing someone but not necessarily being involved, and KJ will blame them all till the end. I agree with that, Katie. I think you're right on the money there. Yeah, I've been live for almost 2 hours, so we're about to get off. Sean is a glass half empty tonight. Yeah. I've been trying to figure out what part Amanda Pants played in all of this as well. From what I think, someone reached out to Amanda Pants and gave her some information about a CPS report, and she talked about it, I think. I don't know. I think that's what happened. I know she didn't stay focused on it long. But I'm going to have to call it a night, you guys, because, what it, Matt? Oh, Matt, that's what you were doing. Oh, my goodness, Matt. I see it. I checked the messages. I think this is all a distraction because the FBI might really be about to figure out who's behind it. So everybody's like, distract, you know. Nat contacted Amanda Pants. Okay. I hope there's an arrest made, and I hope we find out who was arrested. That way, if it comes back that Uni was so wrong, I'm going to play a clip of Uni saying, I told you, I was right. And I'm going to say, you were wrong, you were right. No, and if he was right, I'm going to say, well, looks like Uni was right for once. You know, maybe it's somewhat, I just think, I don't know. I was about to say, I don't think Steve would be so dumb to be on his own account directing certain things, but Steve did on his own Instagram account, 2019, give me a timeline. You need to turn this into me by such and such date. And then like a few days later went on his Facebook account and said, I never gave Elle Bee a timeline.
It don't make sense for it to be Steve.
Yeah, I don't think so either, but I don't know. She received emails about the accusations of Todd and an offer to do an interview, but Amanda Pants forwarded to Saltz. Okay. She received emails about the accusations of Todd and an offer to do an interview with Amanda Pants.
I mean, why would Steve contact Nat and tell Nat to send threats to herself? Because she was the first one that received threats.
Nat was the first person to receive threats.
Yeah.
LMN sent CPS stuff to Amanda. Amanda forwarded it to KJ. And KJ released screenshots. And people wanted explanations. So Amanda read all interactions with LMN. Okay.
Why would Steve contact Nat and tell her, hey, send threats to yourself?
I know, Nat.
That's so stupid. And then he would have to contact her, tell her to send threats to herself, and then, I don't think Steve is going to contact anybody until tell them to send threats to a lawyer working on a case.
Can I just say I don't think Nat got threats at first? Like the reason Nat went to Saltz is, okay, so Nat says, I'm following Katie. I'm watching her on IG Live. And she says in her live, oh, I'm going to have to delete that so they don't send it to Saltz. And so Nat claims that she saw that and that she was like, that she tried to DM Katie and say, oh, don't say that because they're already watching and they're already going to screen record it and send it to Saltz. Don't say that. But she accidentally posted it on the wall instead of privately because she don't know the difference, right? So it's accidentally on the wall versus in a private chat with Katie because she don't know the difference. And my thing is like, so she has a hard time figuring out how to direct message someone versus posting on the wall. And all of these other messages didn't get accidentally posted on her wall at any point in time. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. She made sure all those went to where they went to, right? But supposedly she meant to post it in a direct message and it went to Katie's wall. After that, she started getting like bombarded with like threats because
I don't know.
because she said something to Katie. And
It's all
supposedly she was like, I like Katie. I'm just trying to help. And they're like, no, you're telling her XYZ. And then she messages Katie and says, call your people off. Ever since I tried to warn you that someone may have already screen recorded what you were saying and sent it to Salts. Now, ever since I said that, I'm getting bombarded with hate. Call your dogs off. I don't think anyone bombarded her with anything for that. Why would they? Why would any people that stand for KJ or like KJ attack someone that was literally trying to help KJ out? That literally said, hey, KJ, just be careful because you know people are watching you tonight and they're going to take everything that you say and send it to Salt, so be careful with what you say. If the KJ's people saw that, they would be like, oh, homegirl's right. You know, why would those people all of a sudden start attacking Nat? I don't believe they did.
I don't know. I mean, all I know is there's some people that I know have lied a lot in the past, and I'm just not going to take their word for it, especially when it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. And I don't know. To me, it seems like this is all, hey, let's hurry up, blame anybody and everybody because, you know, either nothing's going to come of it or some, you know, maybe on the, you know, maybe the FBI really is involved and they really might be getting close to figuring out who done it. So, you know, now it's like, oh, let's blame anybody, let's distract, let's blame everybody, you know, because it doesn't make sense what they're saying. Not at all. And I stand, you know, that's the hill I'm dying on. It don't make sense. I don't believe it. I don't care what anybody says. I don't believe it.
Yeah, I'm confused too. I don't know. This is why Steve can be helpful in some situation. Logic escapes some peeps. So yeah, I don't think Nat was ever threatened in the beginning. The whole reason she claimed to contact Salts was, well, I was trying to help Katie out and then people just attacked me. And now I'm getting threats because I literally tried to help Katie out. That makes no sense. Ain't no Florian's going to be attacking somebody for trying to help Katie out. That ain't about to happen. And then there was no proof. Nobody else saw this happen. Nobody else saw Nat post anything. You know, so I don't think that happened. I think Nat lied. I think she contacted Sauls for whatever reason and lied about what happened. And then lied about the threats that she was getting. And then I think when the declaration came out, I think she worked by herself at first. And when the declaration came out and she was this huge victim, I think that's when people may have started reaching out to her.
Well, she's clearly somebody who manipulates and lies all the time. I mean, when somebody would ask, when people would confront her on the live, she's like, yeah. But then other times she was like speaking like with authority, you know, firmly. Like when she had something she wanted to say. But then other times it was this, yeah. And like when I heard that, I was like, man, who's she trying to fool? Like she ain't even a good actor. Just with her voice. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's terrible. This is terrible acting, you know, and we're not even looking at her with a camera. So, I don't know. It's like, whoa, pitiful me. I'm such a victim. I was brainwashed. You know, I was manipulated. You know, I got this little soft, pathetic, you know, weak voice. and then the next minute, like, oh, she got something to say. You know,
Woe is me.
it's terrible. I mean, I don't know. It was clearly done out of manipulation, and she's no victim.
Wasn't it?
She sent a lot of stuff out to people that was disgusting. I don't care who else was behind it. She sent a bunch of disgusting stuff out to people, and she needs to be prosecuted too. And if she's that mentally ill, then she needs to be put in a mental institution and locked up.
That's what I've said.
And they need to take a phone from her. That she clearly knows how to operate. She knows how to use a damn phone and a computer. That's clear.
Absolutely. Okay, so I asked earlier, but not sure if you saw it, and I just missed any thoughts about it. I didn't see it. What's the connection between Steve, Nate the lawyer, and KJ? Okay, so Steve and Nate the lawyer used to be friends back in the day, I believe. I think they were all part of like the same kind of inner circle. And I think when Steve done what he done with the Great Debate channel, that's when him and Nate the lawyer quit being friends because Nate didn't agree with what he was doing. Nate and KJ were friends. But Nate and KJ quit being friends because when Nate the lawyer went on with Emily Baker, when him and Emily Baker done a stream together, KJ basically said, if you do a stream with her, we're not friends anymore. And Nate was like, this is just business. Like, we're just, you're my friend, but this is just business. Like, we're doing this stream together just to talk about like the lawsuit. Like, I'm not going behind your back to do anything or whatever. And she was like, no, if you do a live with her, because she hates Emily, she was like, I'm done. So he done the live. And while he was live, Katie messaged him and said, well, farewell, friend. So Nate the lawyer and KJ used to be friends. Nate the lawyer and Steve at some point used to be friends, I do believe. But they all stopped being friends. I think Nate the lawyer and Steve quit being friends when Steve took over the Great Debate channel. Had to leave the chat. Order combos on Amazon. That's what I need to do. Nate the lawyer did support Katie for a long time though. Like, he was friends with her for a while. Screenshots lie if you're taking them. Love hearing Elle Bee says, oh, thank you. Screenshots lie if you're taking them out of context and never saw context. How the F do you know? That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. I need to give me a Sean, a dude who likes tea is cool with me. Yeah, Sean will be all up in it. Like, when I step away, he still knows what's going on. Steve said the same thing on his live tonight. They all typed the note. They all think KJ is using Nat because Nat doesn't want any more hate. She'll do anything KJ asks her to do at this point. I believe that. They all tie up to knowing that anti-ordinary someone, something person. I think so. I love my hubby. I'm super lucky to have him, you guys. Like when people's like, oh, Shine's so lucky to have you. I'm like, no, I'm lucky to have him. Because he is literally the best thing since sliced bread. Maybe better. I like Emily, but when she's reading Nat's declaration, she was really leaning into Katie. Yeah. I mean, she was, yeah. I mean, I remember that. I think everybody for sure thought that Nat was a victim. So that's kind of the way that it went. Everybody was like, oh my God, Nat's a victim. Look at what Katie done. Everybody, like when it was read in a way that it was believed that Katie allowed people to attack. It was basically read, like, because everybody was like, oh my God, she did that? Like, she did that? She let her people, so like, yeah, I get it. Yeah. Subs should be allowed to say what they want when they want. I don't like any creators who call subs out like that. Who is Edwin is a piece of it. Who is Edwin? I can't believe anyone believed that declaration. It was so out there. it didn't take me long before I was like, there's something amiss here. Like something's just not making sense. It didn't take me long to figure that out. I don't know who Edwin is, but if you're cool in chat, then you're welcome. Yeah. I remember Emily said, if it was true, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. I just made my other video public. If anybody got a notification from me, it's because my other video went public. I think, learn it. Let's all get along, you guys. Everyone get along. I avoided my inbox, but I'll look. I bet so, T. I was like, I wasn't going to reach out to you. Someone asked me last night, I think it was, do you think it's smart for T-Spiracy to get involved with Steve McRae? And I'm like, I think T-Spiracy can hold her own with anybody. So I'm not going to like go to her, jump on her inbox and be like, girl, don't do it. Don't talk to Steve. Like I think you could handle your own. Now there was something that Steve said when he was asked about me that wasn't, like when he said I never sent him the email, that was false. I sent him the email the night that he asked for it. There was something else when it was asked, how did you get to know Elle Bee? And he called me Ellie. He's like, Elle Bee. He's like, I'm just going to call her whatever. So he said that it was like when Katie was like striking my channel that we come to know each other. We actually got to know each other before that. It was like a few months before that when me and Katie had like a falling out. My moderator, Kim, was like, hey, you should talk to Steve. And I'm like, who's Steve? And she told me a little bit about his story. And I was like, okay, yeah, I'll talk to him. So we talked. Me and Steve was going to do a stream on my channel to like let people know that Katie falsely accused him of SH and fraud. And but then me and Katie made amends. And then I tried to help them make amends. I tried to help Katie and Steve make amends. And like what he asked her to do, she refused. She said, no, I'm not doing that. And he said, well, I'm not taking her off my radar then. So Steve kind of quit talking to me because me and Katie had made amends. Me and Katie were fine for a while, but then Katie went back to her BS, telling people not to talk to me, talking crap about me, making little jabs in her chat, like in her chat saying, a lot of people think that Leslie's jealous of me. We're supposed to be friends, and you're in your chat saying that a lot of people think Leslie's jealous of me, or when I get off a stream, you're messaging me saying, oh, your information was incorrect. Everybody's mad at you because you put the wrong information out there. It's just like really weird. So I was like, I'm backing away. I'm not going to be your friend. And then me and Steve got to become friends once again after that. And then it was after me and Steve kind of reconnected because I got away from Katie that then she struck my channel. And then, so it was kind of before, but I mean, maybe he just didn't really remember it that well because it is hard to think back to. There was a lot of stuff going on. Yeah, people can support whoever they want. Sorry, LB, I'm attacked wherever I go because this larger creator, he's threatening suing me. Well, I will have a big fat countersuit ready for him. I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry, you guys. I don't know who that creator is, and I don't know anything about that. It's super hard to keep up. Yeah. I did want to see what Steve had to say about the stuff that Uni said about him. Because Uni is like, we got him. We caught Steve red-handed. This is your people, Steve. But I'm like, but you didn't show anything that said Steve done anything. Like everything that you showed, which could be questioned if it's even real or not, was just the sister wives comment was hilarious. The sister wife comment was hilarious. But everything that he showed, like none of it said anything about Steve directly. It was like, yeah, some of the people that Steve kind of knows, like Tina. And Tina's name was only mentioned twice, but Uni was literally like, we caught him red-handed. They're going down. They have to. They got to get him. They got to arrest him. So I was like really hoping that like that would be brought up and like maybe you would play that part of Uni's stream to see how Steve reacted to it. Oh my God. He literally, like the way he gets excited about stuff, I'm like, yeah, uni oversells, and he's excited, and then I ponder, and I'm like, not good enough. Same. I was just like, what in the actual freak is going on here? Because he literally just acted like he solved the Bermuda Triangle, Pizzagate. He solved Pizzagate, and he didn't at all. What is going on here? Really? I paid last month, no badge. AE, I'm sorry. I could. Someone else joined as a member tonight, and their badge didn't show up. I got to figure out what's going on with that. I don't know who Edwin is. But I'm going to go ahead and end it for tonight. I just wanted to hop on and kind of chit-chat for a little bit. Sean got to get on his schoolwork. I'm at 2 hours. I know people don't like the long hours. YouTube stinks, and always some kind of... I got to figure that out because I got 2 members now that are not having badges, but it's showing that they paid. They've joined, but no badges. So I got to figure that out. I'll be live again tomorrow, probably tomorrow night. I'll be live. You guys come hang out with me. We're going to talk about whatever comes up. Not everyone. Sorry, I didn't dive into more stuff for you. Oh, that's okay, T. I know you said your daughter was sick, so I was like, and I know you said you wanted to keep it under an hour, so I get that. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. Thank you all for the new members. I got 5 new members tonight. Thank you all so much. I got some super chats. Thank you all so much. Thank you for everyone that's here hanging out with me. On your way out, if you don't mind, I will probably be doing a part 2 to the Nat. Yeah, I think so. If you don't mind, hit that thumbs up button. If you are not subscribed, do that for me on your way out, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Goodbye, everyone.